Backing that up. Hey everyone, welcome to the shop again. I'm trying to move an extension cord and it's not moving. We're going to do something a little different. That's why we have this weird view right now. We have the MR6 and we have Brixie. Stick your arm out, Scott. There he is. Scott's actually in the MR6. We're going to do some axle cleanup. So what we have underneath the car right now are these really badass Mosier custom made axles, and they're very corroded underneath the car because Ohio. It takes 5 minutes for metal to corrode in Ohio. As soon as it gets exposed, that's what happens. They also salt the roads like McDonald's fries, so they're really trying to kill stuff. I will give you a pro tip: do not buy a car above I-70. Anyway, this thing's really stuck on the axle. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise the car with Scott in it. We're going to start the car, put it in first gear, and I'm going to sand away the corrosion that's on the axles, and then we're going to clear coat them to prevent that from happening again. These are really beautiful, and I'd like to keep them looking that way. So, are you ready, Scott?
I'm ready, Kev.
All right.
Do I just turn the key to start it? Clutch in?
Yeah, key, clutch in, and you don't have to worry about the steering wheel.
That's fine.
You can try if you want to. If you want to make those noises, rum, and yeah. Oh, that's kind of a cool shot. You see the car raising in the live stream. All right. All right. We are all the way up. We're underneath the car. Scott's in it. I'm going to bring you guys closer and show you the axles so that you can see what we're working with. And then I'm going to kind of slide the computer out of the way, and I'm going to put the mic away because the exhaust is going to be loud and annoying. But I'll try and keep you guys so you can see what I'm doing here. This one with the half shaft is going to be very simple. The one on this side, I have an intermediate shaft over here, so I have to do a little bit more. So we'll do this guy first, and let me bring you guys over here. And I'm going to tilt the computer up so you can see kind of what I'm doing here. I'm going to give it a little more angle. So you can kind of, there we go. That works pretty good. So now you kind of be able to see what I'm doing here. So if you look, you can see the corrosion on this axle and on the spider here. So we're going to get rid of that, and then we're going to clear it. Get rid of all the corrosion, then we're going to wipe down with alcohol and some paper towels and let it dry, and then we're going to do that. So give me a minute here to get stuff set up. I want to put the mic somewhere else so that you guys aren't listening to as this thing's idling. And I also need my supplies and gloves. So we're going to do rubber gloves, or nitrile, I should say. It's comfy up there, Scott? You're okay? Okay. Kind of a different view of the shop. Feel like you're in Jesse's truck.
I get nervous.
Oh, you're not afraid of heights, are you? Not a fan of heights. Okay. We'll set the mic over here. And my sanding sponge is here. Okay. Scott, go ahead and start. See which one of these is going to work.
Yeah. Okay, first gear. All right, neutral. All right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. All right, Scott. Give it a little gas. Okay, move. Got it. Not steady. All right, Scott, can you try second gear idle? Okay, that's better. No. Yeah, that side's not spinning at all. Damn it. And we're gonna do first gear. Okay, go ahead. All right, Scott, let's try reverse. Where's that? All the way over and back. Well, this is not working as planned. Oh, Scott, neutral. And then we'll go back to first gear. Hang on. let's try first here again. Go ahead. Oh shit! All right, hang on. You can put it yourself. All right, go ahead with first. Go ahead. I'm having to hold the other side. All right, we're going to step it up a bit. So, hang on a second here. Oh, Shit. Yeah, now that the car's really hot, it's hard to get all that stuff off of it. But 1,000 times better. You know, hey, yeah. All right, Scott, neutral. Control. Control. And go ahead and reverse gear again. Here. Yep. sir.
Yeah. Where'd my razor go? There it is.
I'll try to raise you on this side.
Almost done.
Oh, this side is a lot better. Scott, neutral.
And we can turn the engine off for a minute. I'm getting high as hell back there. Woo! Yeah. Grab the mic. Yeah, that's That stuff's in there deep. I tried the chisel point. I tried the wire brush. And I mean, what's going to happen is when we take these axles off, we'll have to bead blast them. I mean, that corrosion's just in there. And then when we bead blast them, put them all back together and they'll be fine. But also because we have an LSD, I have to hold that tire so that this one spins. It's kind of a pain. So as this one is staying stationary, the only way to get it to spin while it's up in the air is to hold this side. So I'm holding this side while trying to clean this side. And it's hard, man. Trying to slow it. I don't know how fast the car's going. What, 15, 20 miles an hour?
In first gear, it was only 5%.
Oh, well, it feels like 110 down here. Yeah. But a ton of the corrosion is off. So it's so deep in here. That salt just absolutely rips into the car. Yeah, is that what she said? Can you guys hear Scott? He's up in the car right now.
No, we don't want to get you banned on YouTube or demonetized.
What do you mean? For what?
Saying that.
What, that I used a bunch of lube?
Yeah.
It's hard, man. Ohio is absolutely brutal on cars. I mean, this part here was perfectly painted when I got it. This nut was as well. And I mean, it gets through powder coat. It gets through everything. The amount of salt that they put on the roads, it would blow you away. It would blow you away. You said last night, Scott, when you came up the road, you saw a big just pile of salt just sitting in the road. And that was from the snow that we had on Friday? And my dumbass forgot to get into the intermediate shaft before the exhaust got heated up. So I barely got any of that. I can't, I can't reach it. I guess I can put the MIG gloves on and get in there, but it's a pain. So that guy's going to have to stay. He's not one of the custom axles too. He's one of the Toyota axles. So, but he should be durable enough because he was in a Camry. He is for a Camry, 240 horsepower. I think they're rated for 300 horsepower, the regular Camry axles. So, damn it. I was really hoping these would come out like super stupid clean, but they're not. So we'll spray some alcohol on here. I just wanted them to dry off for a minute and aerate a little. I'll wipe them down again. And then we'll get some alcohol on there, and then we'll, hit them with some clear as we're rolling. Yeah, there's not much more stuff coming off. It's just, man, it's really in there. Yeah, there's a little bit coming off. Probably more on this side. Whoa, a little band popped up there. Gotta be kind of careful. Oh, and also on this side, I think you have way more heat on this side. So. Yeah, we get a little bit of stuff off of this. I'm going to let that WD-40 air out a little. What is that, 12 degrees? About 12 degrees of negative. I'm okay with the axle angle. I don't think these spider joints are working very hard at all. And I will bet you dollars to donuts with left to right. We kept them I'll bet you they are at least within a degree of each other, which would be very cool. Man, I tried everything. I tried the sanding sponges, chisels, razor blades, WD. Nothing grabbed onto that stuff. Which is kind of a bummer. It's so ingrained in there. All right, you're okay up there, Scott? You're okay up there? All right. Watch, all of a sudden he gets some time in the race car, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey man, when are we racing next? When are we racing next? When are we racing next?" This is how it happens. You get addicted really quick. All right, let's get some. We can start it up again. We'll clean it off with alcohol. I'll spray it, and then we can bring it down. Does that work? Alcohol drive real quick. All right, here we go. I'll set you guys like this so you can see kind of working on both sides. Go ahead, Scott. First or first? First. Still pulling some stuff off. Alcohol works better than other stuff. Just evaporates so quick. So I have to hold this tire from spinning so that this one will spin. Reach down, grab the alcohol, set it back down while still holding this wheel. Yeah, that came out a lot cleaner. Okay. That's a lot better than what they were. A lot better. All right, Scott. Good. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do it from the back side so I don't spray the computer. Trying also not to catch anything on fire. All right, set this there. Now I have to. Oh my gosh! All right, you're just left-handed.
Scott, neutral. All right, first gear. Go ahead. We're almost done. This one has to spin a little bit more. All right, go ahead, neutral. And you can turn the car off. I think we're good right now. Ooh, you can hear all the oil draining back in. Wow, it drains into the pan really fast. You can hear it. It's all like. Do you have a temp on oil? Left? No, the two lighted gauges in the center console. One should be reading 0, and then, thank you. You can key off. Awesome. Yeah, we're having the fans run full time, so awesome. We have our cleaned up, and that's as clear coated as we can get them. I'll put the light back on for you guys so you can see it. Where did it go? Did I put it back up here? Oh, I did. Just that corrosion is so fierce. So, go back a little. That wheel won't roll. So you can see it up here. That looks very kind of shiny and silvery, but it's not. It's it's still got some marks, corrosion marks in it, but it's protected for now. When we change out axles, we'll bead blast the clear coat off. We'll bead blast all that corrosion off both this and the axle, and make it absolutely perfect. And then we will tape off the ends and then clear them. Then we'll do that. So let's get Scott out of the MR6. We'll get him down. We'll try and do a cool shot here. Whoa, come back here, computer. Hold on. Too many moving parts right now. And I don't want to dump my laptop. I need it. So Scott, you think you can do a 24-hour race? Can you do an hour in that thing? You did almost an hour right now. Yeah, and that's why you're saying no? Yeah, we can do a different seat. Hold on, I can't hear you. God. Jesus. What'd you say?
I'm sure it wouldn't take very long to switch out.
No, it's 4 bolts. Yeah. Because the belts are all part of the car. So. We do have another seat too, and I think it's wider because it's for the passenger. So we do have another race seat. Because this is also supposed to be a training vehicle.
so we can have students in there. So there we go. We're all down. And yeah, you can just make sure the ignition is the keys on that. Okay. Oh, puck. Yeah, it caught on the puck last time. That's why the door was stuck. You guys can't make fun of Scott because it is not easy getting in and out of a race car. You're better to do your body first than the feet first. So sit up on that bar again.
I'm working on it.
Scott's like, I have a plan. It's going to happen. So I'm going to bring you guys back with me. Just lift instead of roll. Come back over here to our regular-ish spot. Oh, David needs that oil drain because he's going to drain it out. So there we go. Scott's out of the car. It's a practice thing, man. You keep doing it. You find a method that works best. The only thing that's hard. Oh, the seat's fine. It can stay all the way back. The only thing that's hard is when you're in scrutineering or in tech inspection, and they say you have 12 seconds to get out of the car, and you're like, oh crap.
That'll be some awful fun.
Yeah, believe me, I looked like someone with just really, really poor coordination. I looked like a Jello mold trying to get out of the car when they first told me, all right, we're going to give you 12 seconds to get out of the car. And you're like, what? Go. And you're like, what? And I'm trying to open the door and it slams back. And I'm like, no. So, and then they have other ones in scrutineering. They did it in the Neon when I was in the SRT4. They said, I went to open the door and they're like, oh no, it's against the wall. And the guy held the door. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Out the window I go. So yeah. By the way, the stuff we used on the axles is engine enamel. It's clear. It's good to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. If the axles get hotter than 500 degrees Fahrenheit, we have way bigger problems. Way bigger. Yeah. Well, Ralph did catch our axles on fire. But those were the old MR6 axles. So that doesn't, I guess that doesn't really count. And did we have, I can't remember. Yeah, we had the V6 in. We had the V6 in, but we had the old, yeah,
Show me the pictures.
The destroyed axles. They did not last very long. But again, they're not made to handle that kind of power. So, or whatever, yeah, at least double. And also, Ralph's not exactly a Sunday driver. So it was no surprise that they came apart. And Braden said that he wanted to do a sculpture with the blown cage. I mean, like the cages came apart. At Gingerman, there's 4 stainless steel balls like that big somewhere up on the track. We never found them. That's what happened. It was the last turn, turn 12 at Gingerman, turn 11. Mm-hmm. So this car is going out on Sunday. It's doing a Hocking Hills cruise with one of our other drivers. And we're going to do some shakedown on it, make sure the coilovers are good. And the alignment's good. He's got to put gas in it, right? Because we have, what, half tank, 3/4 of a tank in here.
I didn't even check.
And then this car's pretty much ready to go. I don't think we have anything else. So the Urus will be coming in here probably on Friday and get put together on Saturday. So get this gigantic bumper out of here. The limo exhaust I got to check out today. It looks really great. The car sounds really great. We did some minor tweaks just to get the turn downs to stay underneath the car. And they have it as a single piece. So it comes off the flex pipe, goes to a Y pipe, goes to a single all the way along the drive shaft. comes up, splits again, or no, it goes single over the diff, and then it splits again right in front of the gas tank and goes to 2 mufflers on the outside, but it's all currently a single piece. And so when I talked to the guys today, I'm like, hey, just in the weird chance that we have to take this exhaust out, can we put a clamp right here? And so literally from
It's probably smart.
the headers back to the diff will be a single piece, and it's like 15 feet long. And then you can wiggle out the other stuff. There'll be 4 hangers in total. Oh, 5 hangers, sorry. 1, 2 on each muffler, and then 1 up by the Y pipe. So the guys did a great job. They used all stainless 2.5 inch. It looks really, really nice. We have 2 resonators and 2 mufflers, and the car quieted down a lot. Not totally silent like a early 70s Caddy, but it's at least totally bearable now, and you can drive the car through a neighborhood without being, without having the cops called on you.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess loud exhaust is kind of cool. I did consider turn downs. I did consider turn downs after the just before the Y pipe in the front, and turn downs would be pretty damn cool, or cutouts would be pretty damn cool. But cutouts are $250 each if you want halfway decent ones. Welding them in, doing all that other stuff. Plus, we don't have a ton of space underneath that car because it does go so low. So these guys, they did great. They kept it literally right along the body, 1/2 inch from the body, so it's not going to vibrate through the car. It does. It sounds really good. I'm pretty happy with it. So the car will be back here next week. We need to find a clear day to bring it back here. Almost, if it was done, it would have come back today, but it'll be next week when I get back from Florida. I will still be doing Kev's shop from Florida. I'm gonna do it from a whole bunch of different places. So we'll do it hopefully from Naples Motorplex, and then we'll do an early one from Naples Motorfest, which is on Saturday morning. And then there's a charity car show on Saturday evening in Fort Myers. I think it was just north of Naples. It might have been in Bonita Springs. I got to look that up. And then on Sunday, we'll be at Bradenton for the Pro Mod Shootout. So we'll have tons of content for you guys, all sorts of stuff. I'm taking taking the hotspot. We use the laptop, and we get a bunch of really, really cool stuff for you guys. At the very least, I'll get really, really kick-ass video and upload it for you if we don't go live. So, yeah, hopefully he's there.
That'd be cool.
He travels a lot, man. He travels a lot. And he also has a full-blown family, so you don't want to interrupt that. But he said Saturday they're doing something at Freedom Factory, which is really cool. So if we can get up there in time.
I don't think that's very far.
No, you could pee from
Really?
Freedom Factory. They're literally.
Oh, I didn't know they were that close.
If you come down the highway and you make a right into Bradenton, if you miss the right, your next right is Freedom Factory. They're like right there. So there's a fence that separates the two. So if you do one entrance into.
No wonder all those people are so upset.
Well, and that's the other thing. So if you drive down the highway, so you have Bradenton and Freedom Factory on the right. On the left is like a manatee preserve. What are the manatees voting? Well, how does that work? So there's like a big preserve there. They can't build any houses. It's a lake.
Okay.
So it would have to be on that side, or the orange groves on that side, behind you. And I think somebody bought the orange grove, and they want to put in houses, and that's why they want those guys. And I think that's why Cletus is not only fighting it, but also buying all the property around, so that they're like, you can't do that. And if he's smart, he'll put up car condos or something to cover the cost of all that. He's a smart dude. He's been very smart with all of his YouTube money. And his last, I just saw a post. His last 5 videos that he's put up in the last month, over 1 million views each. in his last 5 videos.
Awesome.
And they're not, you know, it's not like he's landing on Mars.
Right.
You know, he's doing 1,000 horsepower El Caminos, you know, ripping down the racetrack. So it's amazing what that guy has done. And he has an incredible following. All of his fans are super cool. I've watched a bunch of them at like events. And, you know, he's signing hats and t-shirts and boobs and everything else. I mean, he's super cool about it. He loves it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, if he's in town, I'd love to high five the guy. And so yeah, that'll be on Sunday. And Berg's going to go with me. He's coming down, I think, Friday and staying at a relative's house in Naples. We're doing Saturday all day in Naples and Bonita Springs. And then on Sunday, we're going up to Bradenton, which is close to his place, and he'll just cruise back from there, and I'll cruise back to Naples. So we have a really good plan, and you guys are welcome to join us if you want. Shoot me a text, put it in the comments here, and I'll get you a schedule and let you know where we're at. But yeah, it should be a really good time. Just a full car packed weekend, and that's what it's going to be like in Florida. It's going to be literally, if it's not every day, it's going to be every weekend. And car racing, badass cruises, tons of rallies down there. They do Alligator Alley, like over to Miami and back all the time. And they also do like Naples to Clearwater. They do that strip up 75. So tons of rallies down there, and road racing, drag racing, rallies, cruises, car shows. And it's literally every weekend. You have to kind of pick and choose which ones you want to do. Oh, that one's a little further away, but there'll be more cars. And oh, my friends are all going to this one, but it's super close. Which one do I do? So yeah, you have to. Versus here, we're like, all right, well, is it going to snow? Yeah, no one's going out if it's snowing. So we'll do that. Yeah, they're doing a Ranger 500 this weekend at Freedom Factory. I think that's Saturday night, Saturday evening. They're doing Spec Panther and Ranger 500. That'll be a lot of fun. Those guys have a lot of fun at Freedom Factory, man. They do really cool stuff. So if you want to join us, that's cool. I'm leaving super early in the morning. Scott's got a super early meeting, so we're going to head out tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to show someone that you love them, okay? Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really important, not only for you, but also for them, okay? All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. I will see you from sunny, warm Florida. Cool. You can say bye. You're right there. All right. Scott's like, I don't